Hello and welcome to part 6 of Autodesk Alias Design from the beginning. Okay, in this section what we're going to do is we're going to open up Zoom, this exercise 3. Okay, and if we hit our page down, notice it snaps right to our canvas. Right before we start into this exercise here, what we want to do is we want to look at our icon size. Now, to some of us, these might be a little small, and they might be a little small even for this YouTube series here. So one of the questions might be, well, can I make those larger? So under Preferences, General Preferences, hit the option box. You'll see that we have tool icons under the interface section here. We can do text, medium, or large. So if I hit medium, I hit go, you'll notice how much larger these are. A little bit easier to see for our YouTube series here. And if you're having a hard time picking on the smaller icons, excellent thing to pick there. Okay. Let's go on to the exercise here about exploring our views in our windows. We're going to use this file here to this concept car as our example to start getting familiar with being able to explore a scene that you've created. So what I'm going to do here is if we hit page down, again, our next bookmark is our car. Holding Shift and Alt and rotating around, I'm using my left mouse button at this point. Now I'm going to use the middle mouse button and just kind of pan. Alright? Now, if the pages are getting in the way, right mouse button and just go visible. Now, you can also use a left mouse button to do it. I will admit I'm old school and I do a right mouse button with that, but you can also use a left mouse button to easily turn that on and off. Alright, I'm using my right mouse button to zoom out, and I'm just rotating around the screen. So zoom up on a part of the car that you want to focus on. Now, we're going to cover it more in depth, but you might say, well, I want to see this thing shaded. So under our object display, we have a diagnostic shading option, and under window display, we have a hardware shade. Now, there is difference between these. What I'm going to suggest is you guys go to window display and just hardware shade. And depending on your graphics card will depend on how fast that comes up. But now at least I'm seeing it beyond my wireframe. Now, if I go back to window display and hit that again, you'll notice that it turns the hardware shading off. Let's take that middle mouse button, drag it down to my miscellaneous panel. So I can easily switch between wireframe and hardware shaded. Again, that was window display, middle mouse button drag. Now when I do that, every setting that's currently for hardware shade is captured as I bring it down here. Okay, so that is that exercise on Zoom, and look forward to you guys coming back for the next part where we will look at, see what we're going to look at here. We're going to look at point of interest, which goes right along with Zoom.